Tanzania as a member of the team.
And my name is Brian. I am the hub manager for Buni Hub, which is AgriInfo is the team that's actually representing Buni Hub at this competition. So maybe if you want to
We had a product. We have a product. It's inspired from the problems that are being faced by Tanzanians, especially the middle scale farming people. So in Tanzania, 80% agriculture, 80% of the populations are involved in agriculture sector. But the statistics are out of that 80%, you only have 10% who actually farm on a land that they have a title deed of. So the land ownership, which is actually supposed to be the major asset for a farmer, has a bit of a problem, and there's a history behind it. It comes from processing. To process a title deed, it takes a long time, approximately 3 years, and also surveying is very hard. And because of that, now you find that most of the young people they have different professions, invest in land, so they go and buy land, but then there is no verification. You really don't know who owns what land. Now, because of that, we sat down and we came up with a solution in which, instead of waiting for the government to give you a title deed, then what we do is we survey the land, and then we take the GPS points, these are global position points, and then we map it up in a map that can be accessible online at any other time. So as opposed to having a paper to verify your ownership of that land, now you can even have a link that you can share with other people. So in case, like, say you want to sell a piece of it, or you want to say qualify for credit, then you only have to show this link for as a form of verification of ownership of that land.
Now, up to this time that you have a product as only like 18 clothes that have been imported in our system, and it is accessible online, and anybody who wants to verify can get your own information.
Also, a bit of a story of how we ended up here is because it started off in a small group. This group is a group of farmers. They do farm trees. So most of them have other jobs professionally, but they invest on trees. And what happens, the trees are like, they're very far away. So people may be working wherever, and actually we even have people outside Tanzania. Now in that group, it's a group of 130 people. They buy land through an agent. So there is an agent who actually tells them if there's land for sale and it's up for purchase. And that agent as well, what he does is he coordinates the seedling, he coordinates the planting, he coordinates all the like the beatings, the demarcation of the lands, and all that, even the survey of the land. So there's this just one person who coordinates a group of over 130 people. And currently they have a total of 7,000 acres, which is growing every other day. So the idea was, because of the group has been going on for the past, they started like way before 2010. So now the database, a lot of people, and recently we had like 2 members out of the group who passed on. And the problem was to identify like who is the next of kin for their investment. And so once that happened, then we even started thinking, what if the middleman who actually knows everyone's plot passes on? So you really don't know where your plot is. You only have the GPS points, but then they're not good enough if they're not plotted anywhere for you to track. So that is when we thought of we need a database, and not only do we need a database that can tell us this data, probably we need a database that can show us this data, so hence the mapping. Yeah.
So one more thing is, how is it important for you to be here at the ICT4 Agriculture Conference? And there is also, I hear there is a winning prize. If your team wins, what do you expect? How is that will be helpful?
Well, to me personally, it's been sort of a like revelation, because we've been doing back at the hub. We've been doing a lot of exercises, applications, but then at this platform, you get to see that it's not only about the applications or the programming, it's about the user. Like, how does that serve the user? So this sort of a platform sort of brings home the message that it's not about how much programming you do, it's actually about how useful is that to the end user. And as far as the price is concerned, I would love to get it, and simply because I see it solving a lot of problems. I understand that yesterday when we were talking with the minister, he said that Rwanda has done very well in this area, an area that just the neighboring country is still struggling. For instance, well, this might be out of topic. I have a farm, and I bought it, that would be 2 years ago, and to date, I don't have a title deed, because the processes that is involved and the cost. Actually, when I asked about a quotation, I was told that for the plot, if you compare the plot and how much I have to pay to get a title deed, it will be like a third of that. So it's a lot that is involved. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Maybe just to talk a bit about, the processes. Actually, maybe like what happened before, and then till right now, the team is here. What has gone through the team? I think this has been, to me, one of she said a revelation. I can actually maybe strays to that. That when you're out there, that when you're developing a product, it's very different when you have all these expertise in this room that actually offer you advice. I think to me that has been one of the key areas that we actually have obtained is the transition, because also the solution, or the even understanding the problem, understanding who our customers were, understanding how the solution might fit them, understanding how the business, the revenue, that has evolved so much. And I can say, within these 2 or 3 days, I'm sure my colleagues here might testify that even our herds were actually hurting. That okay, so whatever we came with, we're like, okay, maybe this actually doesn't work. So I think it's that process, and the mentors here have been fantastic. I think they have helped us so much. I really hope the team wins, but this is a process. We all look at this as a process. This has been a very good journey for us. We have come here. We have refined our the business. We have refined the product itself, and hopefully we win so that we can actually roll this out. But this is, we are hoping that this will continue. So win or lose, we actually are hoping this actually can actually take up. I don't know if you have anything to say.